Book update. So we just finished Throne of Glass at like 1:30 in the morning last night, and oh my god, it was so good. I had so much fun. I got to the point where I had like less than 10 chapters left, and I ran for it. Obligatory spoilers. First of all, I feel like I have to apologize to Chaol for a moment. I was unfamiliar with his game and did not expect him to full-on stab Kane in the chest afterwards. Damn, homie. It even said, like, without knowing, without understanding, he just fucking did it. That golden chain pulled him, and he just went for it. And I'm like, what? I took some notes just because there was so much that happened. Nox got away. Hell yeah. I do like their bond. I think it's kind of interesting. He was the only one that, really believed in her. Is that a good way to put it? Really understood, like, the depth of, like, who she was in that competition. Celaena? I don't know how to pronounce that one. Lady Celaena? Maybe? Anyways, she got manipulated. She drugged her with Bloodbane, and wow, that got like, oh. When they described it as like what happened to her as like a disturbing moment, that's like an understatement. That was really gross. Like, it just feels wrong. Ick. It gives me the ick. My last video, I did call Kane and the King have something to do with it, although I did fail to take into account of Parrington's like involvement with it, with the ring. Also failed to account for like the transformation. I knew something had to be going on with the transformation, but I didn't know that to extent. I do enjoy that Dorian and Celaena had like their little moment before, she had the realization that, fuck, I'm a champion now, as it goes. Surprisingly, this is the second book that I have read where I did not cry. The only other one being A Court of Thorns and Roses. Did not cry during that one, and I did not cry during Throne of Glass. I thought I was going to cry as I was reading it on my bathroom counter last night. But I didn't. I'm kind of surprised. First book in the series for this one, didn't cry. ACOTAR, we didn't cry. We don't have to talk about House of Earth and Blood right now. I'm still not over it. Anyways, connections. Oh my gosh, there's so many connections. I've joked about having a red string board of connections of the SJM-Multiverse now, and just so many connections in this one book alone. Reading this series third is wild, because there's the Gates of the Word, Rune Mountains, Greenish Flame and Cold of Death, Brannon. This isn't a connection, but I really just like the name Fleetfoot. I think it's so cute. I'm curious about the word marks, including like the one like on her brow that just like came in, faded away. What's going on with that? I love how Nehemia was able to, come in and use those marks. What I'm surprised at is that no one stopped her when she was using the marks, even though that she admitted that she could have been killed or imprisoned or, anything for using the marks. But I think the king knew, and if the king knew about that, he would have had to admit himself that he knew what the word marks were, and that he would have known of the magic. Sorry, I said the M word. The high priestess that came in during the scene, she had an 8-pointed star on her brow. That's another connection that I'm Page 327, there was a big one, but the sudden disappearance, then returning without a single soul. There was something brewing, a cauldron that the king had journeyed to stir. Sarah, what are we doing, Sarah? What are we doing, Sarah? Anyways, I had to mention that because, it's the cauldron. You're just going to call out the cauldron like that and expect me not to call that out? Can we talk about the impracticality of a glass castle right now, because my theater of the mind will not allow myself to just picture a glass castle. It's so impractical that my mind does not. I think of castle and I think, yes, stone, rock, fortitude, solitude, protection, like impenetrable fortress. Not if I step wrong with my stiletto, it's going to crack and puncture and the whole thing comes down. It's not, I can't throw a stone. If I drop my sword wrong, if I bow wrong, if I kneel wrong, it's so fucking impractical. I cannot get over it to the point where the theater of the mind will not allow myself to just be like, yes, it's glass. No, 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 no. Anyways, besides my internal struggle of picturing a glass castle and the impracticalities of it, Celaena's the champion. 4 years to freedom. I'm super excited for Crown of Midnight. I'm going to go start this with my second cup of coffee because I already recorded this video once and my mixer wasn't on. Happy Tuesday.